Are we live? We're live. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of TMI Thursday. I am your host, Tonk 7. I am in my secluded section today again on this fine August 15th. And so I'm happy to be here tonight. We got some really good topics. I'm excited and I'm ready to get the show started. So shake money, roll it. Hello. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm looking forward to the segments, and that was the last one first. Shake, you be always making me laugh at the beginning of the show. So let's just jump right into what's first topic. First topic. Hey, yo, shake it. That was part of it. Yeah. So all right. So now that the Olympics are over, okay, I wanted them to be over before I got into this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just I'm just gonna count how many things went on in this Olympics. So it started off with first they said that the beginning stages, the beginning scenes was satanic for so all these different reasons, right? I don't want to get into that First that, so that's how it starts off. And then what next happened? What next happened? It was cool. And then the boxer, and then the boxers, the female boxers. So I so this is what I don't like about social media, and this is what I try to not get wrapped up in. And I'm trying my hardest, and I even made kind of a mistake over the boxers because I didn't know enough information before I made a post about the one boxer that was failing the XY test. Um, and it turns out that she is a woman. She doesn't have all women parts, but she is a woman. Like she doesn't have what I have. So that's a woman. To me, that's a woman. Like she I don't know if it I don't want to start naming females organs, but I know they said she has this organ that males don't have, and she doesn't have organs that males do have. So that's a woman to me. And what was interesting about that was after that final news came out about her, because there was two boxers, but the first boxer, the more Asian woman, they were able to verify that she was always like a woman her whole life. So the other chick is just where this information was just a little, it was not it was unconfirmed. And so she so I was actually I was at this place the other day, and I was having a conversation with a woman about that boxer, the Romania, the the one that had the XY chromosome boxer. And she doesn't believe that this boxer is actually a woman. She was like skeptical of it. I don't know how. And I that's like, I want to have more of a conversation with her about that, because I want to know, like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of that? Because I think she's okay. And the reason why we're so sensitive to it is because we've seen transgender women in women's sports. And particularly, we've seen it in the MMA. There was a transgender woman who was fighting in the MMA. I don't know what league it was, but it was MMA. And so that's why we're so sensitive to it, because we've seen it. So that's what happened with these boxers, is that we're so sensitive to seeing this that we immediately react. And we just got to, like, we just did. And there's a lot that happened with this Olympics that, like, there's a lot. Like, so it was between but the boxing woman she turned, like, she's a woman. Like, she's very manly, but she's a woman. Like, she has female organs and she doesn't have male organs. So I don't know. I personally can't see, how that isn't a woman, like, from a biological stance, regardless if she has XY chromosomes and stuff, but she's still a woman. Like, so, and I mean, eventually I mean, it's not that much surprise that a woman with that type of genome is a serious boxing athlete, because I mean, she's a big strong woman. Why, I mean, is it so surprising that a big strong kind of built different genome woman is a boxer? Like, how is that? You know what I mean? Like, if any woman would become the best boxer in women, would be a woman that has different kind of genome, but she's still a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's still a woman, so I can't
Yeah.
she can't compete. She's defeating the competition, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is, and that's the way I see it. And I don't see, and I said I would apologize after I made that statement and stuff, and that's what I mean. Like, just try not to get caught up in things. Even though we're sensitive to it, you just got to be careful, because you really don't know. And it brings up another thing with the Olympics, with that I don't know what sport he was playing, but the dude that was convicted of rape, and there was a 12-year-old girl, and it was a long time ago, but still, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, for how much he had to be protected and stuff, it's like, is it really necessary? It's like, I don't know. Like, I think, because now we're in the age of information. So pretty much every athlete that's going to be in the Olympics is going to be, profiled extremely, extremely, extremely. So you know, this is a really good position for the chance for the Olympics to really look at this and like, look, we got to we got to understand who we're letting in here, especially the Australian chick that basically destroyed breakdancing, and now she's being like, so there's like things saying they were trying to like ban her, like not ban her, but like investigate how she got to the Olympics, and now there's like a video of her like dancing, like a new video where she's like, screw the haters. It's like this is all on the Olympics. This is all on the Olympics. She shouldn't have got that high, and he shouldn't have been allowed to play at all. And I don't think Brittany Griner should be playing basketball either. I don't think she should be allowed on the USA team after us having to get over the Merchant of Death for her. I don't know. I don't think she deserves to play. What do y'all think of that?
Man, hey, what do you think the U.S. gave up for her? Like, fuck it, we need this Olympic win.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like,
yeah. Listen, I mean, I don't like the trade at the end of the day, what we gave up for her, but she's still an American at the end of the day. So
is she? So I heard that she's kneeling still.
Yeah.
For real?
I don't know. Is she? I didn't watch the games.
See, that's why I'm asking before I say that. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like she should show a little bit more gratitude to what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't feel like I've seen enough of her saying thank you for saving my life. You know what I mean? Like, and she still gets to play on the national team. And it's like, why did you even have that drug? If I was in Russia and somebody tried to hand me that drug, I'd be like, are you freaking crazy? This is like one of the strictest countries on the planet, and you're messing around with something like that? Like, you're dumb. Like, you're dumb. It's stupid. Like, it's a respect thing. It's not, it's like we gave up so much for her. It's like, chick, you need to be saying thank you every single day. Look how much I thank y'all for what you do for me. Mm-hmm. By making this show. I thank you every time. You know what I mean? So it's like this, like, it's like we need to see more gratitude. We really, really do. We really, really do. We had to give up somebody, and we still have someone over there. You know what I mean? Like, why isn't she petitioning to try to get that dude home? Where's her standing up for, you know what I mean? He was just a reporter. Like, he got caught up in some stupid shit. Why isn't she trying to get him out?
Mm-hmm.
She won the gold. Why couldn't she be like, hey, Rush, will you let that dude out, please? Yeah, exactly. No, she doesn't. She definitely doesn't. She doesn't understand that. No, it's just like, it's such a respect thing that we just need more of that. It's like, oh, you sent me free, and like, you got me free, and oh, okay, thanks. Like, thanks. Chick, you need to be donating money. Like, I don't know. It's just, we need to see more. We need to see more. I don't even ask for any type of income from this show because of how much y'all offer me. Like, that will never stop for the rest of my life. I don't care how successful I am. If you help me, really help me, I will forever thank you for it and show my gratitude for it. And for someone, if I was that far away from the United States and they rescued me that way, I would be kissing statues. I would be kissing statues. I would get a fucking tattoo of the United States, like, on my stomach, like fucking Captain America. Be like, merchant this, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need more of that shit. Instead, we got to hear about a fucking rapist in the Olympics and a fucking chick who looked like a fish out of water. Dude, literally, if we took a fish tank and dumped it upside down, we would have more of a contest than what she did. Mm-hmm. At least they have something to fight for. And now she's saying, oh, that was my whole point, was to just get famous. Chick, you ruined the Olympics for everyone else next year. It's like, I'm so tired of these stupid ass people being the ones that are supported the most. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just we need like a lot of my success in music is because I'm such a trustworthy, genuine person, hands on, stand up for what I believe in, and follow through with what I say, and have good morals. Like this dude, I'm executive producing a bunch of songs for. He says so many good things to me. That's why he's still like. That's why he works with me, because character matters. And if you're gonna have that high of a pedestal, you need to show support to the ones who helped you get there. Because nobody got there on. She didn't get home on her own. She relied on us surrendering somebody else to get her here. And she's flaunting around like it ain't no big deal. And talking about here, I'm hearing that she still kneels. Like, I don't have a problem with people kneeling, but yo, chick. Like, what else can a country offer you if not total freedom? Like, if anybody got freedom, it's her. And I don't see nothing from her saying thank you. It's ridiculous. If the country saved, if this country, man, it's just like people like they expect this shit. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? You can't expect nothing. I ain't never expected nothing. Everything I have, I work for. I never expected nothing. That's why I've always stayed out of trouble, because I knew nobody was going to get me out of jail my whole life. It has nothing to do with my mom or my dad. They didn't have, like, my mom didn't have the means, and my dad wasn't around. If I got in trouble, nobody was getting me out of jail. That's why I've always stayed out of trouble. That's why. So I don't give a fuck how successful I am. If I'm in another country and you try to show me drugs, you better get that shit the fuck away from me. I'm not messing around with nothing in another country. In Russia? That's one of the scariest places on earth. Especially for criminals. Yo. You dumb. Like, it's just, oh man, it's just too much. It's just too much. I don't want to hear no complain about nothing. I just want to see hard work and sacrifice and appreciation. Fucking belly aching. So, what we got next? What do you think, Shay? What do you think?
About what, this whole thing?
I mean, just, I don't know. I mean, if you don't have to say, you don't have to necessarily have.
No. Look, at the end of the day, she got him the gold medal. That's why they got her out, so she could win us a gold medal. And secondly, you know,
I can't hate on that.
Yeah, and secondly, a lot of people, look, at the end of the day, I stand for the flag, whatever. But in my opinion, I think the veterans, the people that fought for this country, fought for us to have the right to choose whether we stand or not.
All right, I forget that. I've forgotten that.
That's just how I see it, anyway.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's why I'm glad I asked you that, because I forget that. You know what I mean? I get upset, and so I forget things like that, and so that's why I like to ask. That's really why I like to ask, because I care to really know how people are feeling about it, and so that is 100% true. That statement is probably going to be start using more and more nowadays. Be like, look, that's what she was given her right to do, to not say nothing. Like, I plead the fifth. So I feel you. Let's go to the next one. So if you want to go get some water or something. So JJ McCarthy. So it's like the dude just got out there. He just got out there. He was selected first round, like top 10, I think, right? I think he was. And he was the one who won with Michigan, right? I don't know. I don't know if it was the turf. I don't know what happened to him. I just know that he hurt himself in a preseason game, and I think that I don't. I'm afraid that rookies are just constantly being thrown out there too early. I mean, I understand it's a preseason game; they got to get some time in, but man, it happens all the time to rookies and young players in the NFL. I don't know. I think we should. I don't know. Joe Burrow seems to be doing okay after he got hurt. Was that the beginning of his second season? I think that was the beginning of second season. And then Robert Griffin got hurt. That was the ending of his first season. But Joe Burrow seems to be doing all right. So hopefully, was Ryan Tannehill? How was he after he tore his knee? I just hope he's okay. I hate to see this. It just hurts.
Well, yeah, Joe Burrow tore his knee up. Remember his rookie year?
I think that was like right beginning of his second season.
No, his first
Pretty
season.
sure. Oh, it was. It was his first
Yeah,
season.
because his second season he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you have an untrained quarterback out there, you need to have better defenders. Like you shouldn't put him out there with third string. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's challenging, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like these players are thrown out there too early. They just need to develop a little bit more. They just need to develop a little bit more. I just feel. What team was that? What team is he? The Vikings. Who's their quarterback? Is it still what's his name? Kirk Cousins?
No, he went to Atlanta.
So was JJ McCarthy their starting quarterback?
JJ McCarthy? I'm not sure. He was one of their quarterbacks.
Yes. Vikings QB. So they have Sam Darnold is on the team. I can't find it. I don't want to sit here looking. I thought I forgot. So I don't know if he was their starter or not. Yeah. Sam Darnold is going to be the starter now. Didn't he play for the Giants? Sam Darnold? Who did he play for? I think the Giants.
Yeah. No, he played. No, Sam Darnold
Was the Jets?
No, actually, Sam Darnold. His last team was on San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, he was a backup for the 49ers.
Oh, backup. Yeah, but wasn't he a starter on the Jets?
Yeah, one time. Yeah, he was drafted third overall
for the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's who that's who their starter is going to be now. Well, we'll see. Why did they trade Kirk Cousins away?
Well, they let him. The contract ran out.
Oh. Damn, I didn't see the injury. Was it like a bad contact injury?
As what?
Do you know if his injury like?
Huh?
Never mind.
No, whose injury?
JJ McCarthy. Were you watching the game? Like, did you see?
No, I wasn't. I just know he got injured.
It's crazy. The preseason game was on so early today. It's like 4 o'clock over here. It was on.
They played already?
Yo, I've been getting NFL Plus, and I like it.
Yeah, you just got
at least for preseason. I don't know. I'll see how I like it during the season, but I like it. I like it so far preseason because, and then what do you do you ever watch? Because I don't watch too many sports shows because ESPN is just they get annoying. Some of their people on there get freaking annoying as hell. And so I don't really watch a lot of sports talk anymore. Sometimes
Me
I watch
neither.
FS1, but Good Morning Football is not too bad. But ESPN, they be getting on my nerves. Some of the people on there be fucking running their
Yeah, so
mouth.
the Eagles beat the Patriots.
Oh, they did. I had the game on, but yeah, that was I had it on like on the rerun or replay, but it turned off um, right when the show started. Well, best of luck to him. I mean,
Yeah.
that's I was looking forward to seeing him and like I was looking forward. I think they should just need to be careful with rookies. They need to be more careful with rookies. I think they're just throwing them out there too early. It's just, but I don't know. I don't know if that trend will ever go away. Yeah, Good Morning Football was better back in the day. You know what show I miss? It was called Unite. Did you ever see that show? It was on ESPNU. It came on. It came on like late at night. In like I remember 2012, 2011. It was on. It would come on at like 11 p.m. And it kind of reminded me of this, like the show we do. But it was on ESPNU, and so it was very college. And I was in college, so it just I don't know. It was just college centric, and it was a dope show. It was a dope show. They would have like just few different topics and stuff, but it was just more chill. It wasn't so scripted. It was kind of like this show. Right. So what we got next?
Um,
Oh, so he got fired from Fox
mm-hmm.
or ESPN. Did you see that?
Yeah, a lot of people.
And they think it's because of that croissant.
The what?
And they think it's because he was down in that croissant.
Damn. Hell no.
He wasn't the only one that got fired. They
But-
also fired Sam Ponder.
Oh, that chick?
Yeah. From what was she from? Sunday Night Football, I think.
Yeah.
They fired her. ESPN's been going through this turnover over the past year. They have fired so many people. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I don't. Why did they fire Robert Griffin? Like, what was wrong with him? He was all right. I thought he was okay. Sam Ponder, she was okay. She was a good host. But I don't know. I thought Robert Griffin was all right.
I don't know.
He's
It's
a Heisman.
It's true. I mean, it's a weird phase that ESPN's going through. They're making decisions that I question, to be honest. When it comes to
It's because
their-
Pedo Disney owns them now.
it's true.
They're moving a bunch of pedos in there.
I don't know.
Screw Disney. Freaking Disney sucks. Because they make the ultimate decisions. I don't know how much they control but I know I can't. I don't watch the morning shows because Dominic Foxworth, that dude gets on my nerves like crazy. And there's this other chick, and there's a couple other chicks that are on there, and I'm like, yo, I can't listen to these. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with them being chicks. I just don't like. It's just boring as hell listening to them. Like, man, I don't know.
My problem that I have with ESPN is a lot of the commentators that they use, or even their panels that they put together. everybody that they put together has their own agenda. Nobody can sit there and think of like make up their own opinion. They all have to have some type of bias to them. I mean, even if you look at what's his face that was the GM for the Jets, and he ended up being like a head of player personnel for us for several years. I can't think of his name top of my head right this moment, but every time he's on there, right, he's making some wild claim, and it's always and he always finds a way to shit on the Dolphins, or or make say how this other team is so much better when it's obviously not. They have so many people that do that same exact thing. I can't stand ESPN. I mean, even in college football, it's the same thing.
I like Get Up. Get Up is still pretty good because they got Mike from Mike, the original, like Mike, something from Mike and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. I like him.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. BMCD, yes, Tannenbaum is who I was thinking of. They had him. They had Keyshawn Johnson for a hot minute. And other guys that they had that every time they talked, you could hear and feel the biasism, and I just couldn't stand it. You can't put out an objective, like something that is original. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. I just don't like what I see from ESPN, to be honest.
Their job is to kind of like that too. Trigger.
What's up, Mr. Paul? What did you say?
What's going, shaking? Tonk, how y'all doing?
What's up?
No, I said the NFL Network's kind of like that too. They sometimes they seem to have their own agenda, and they change certain personalities quite a few times.
Yeah, they all have. I don't know. I remember there was a show. Remember what was the show? It was the guy. What was his name? Dan Le Batard. Remember his show?
Yeah.
I remember one time it was him and I forgot the other dude that was on the show, Bomani Jones. They always did the show with Dan Le Batard. I remember one time they both hosted PTI, but they did it on their segment, on their show, but they did PTI. It was dope. It was so dope. It was so good. It was so good. I was like, yo, this is good. Like they were, those guys were really good at talking sports. All right, so what we got next?
Well, it's like, look, at the end of the day, ESPN, and you work in the music business, right? And when I used to do, I used to rap. When I was back in the day, I used to interview underground artists, whatever, right? And I could tell when you go to a record label, whatever, they control your art. They control what you put out. You could record 100 songs, but they choose what songs is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You could do 100 songs, right?
That's how it used to be, anyways. I actually had that happen too. I had that happen too. The album I put out, the executive producer put fucking gunshots, and like he edited out some things and put gunshots. I'm like, dude, not one song on my whole album do I need to have gunshots. And then you put them in there. I'm like, I got like the most conscious rap ever, and the dude puts gunshots in my song. Like, not that it was his own thing. He was blocking out something else, and he used gunshots to do it. Like, yo, dude.
Well, yeah, and then that's what ESPN, they want to trigger people. They want edgy. And it's like you could tell the difference between Pat McAfee and
so Tony Reali isn't on Around the Horn anymore?
Pat McAfee does his own thing.
Yeah, that show's boring though.
At the end of the day, but still, he has his own
creativity. I guess it's not too bad. I just want to send the dude who likes Bill Belichick on Pat McAfee show. I want to send him a pair of binoculars.
Yeah, and McAfee also does WWE wrestling on the side too.
Yeah, so does everybody else who can. It's like,
I don't know. Pat McAfee's show is more entertaining than just watching Stephen A. Smith sit there and say whatever he's gonna say.
yeah, it is better than that. It is
I
definitely
mean,
better than that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like the fact that ESPN seems to be collecting some people that have character to them, which I do like different characters, to be honest. But if there, it just seemed like I've seen too much of the same stuff. Like seeing Stephen A. Smith yell at whoever it may be, Shannon Sharp or whoever, about why he disagrees about some player, and go back and forth. It's just like watching Skip Bayless and whoever else he's gonna yell at across from him. It's like this.
Yeah,
thing.
no, yeah, those,
And
yeah.
I don't like that. I like how you got Pat McAfee across the room, and then you have some of these other different characters, and they all have their own personality. And then you got AJ Hawk with a cigar that pops in the show. You know what I mean? I like stuff like that because it's different.
Yeah,
It's
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
That's why I like the Pat McAfee show. But beyond that, I don't know. It just seems like ESPN's trying to do. It's ESPN and Fox Sports. They're doing the same things, and I just don't like it. I don't know. My opinion.
So
do you care elaborate on that, Michael K? What do you mean? It's like watching T.F.T.G.
I thought he said I like watching T.F.T.G. and I was like, yes, Michael, we know that. It's like watching T.F.T.G. Is that why you dress up in your favorite picture every time you're on here?
Yeah, is that El Capitan?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. If you knew Cap growing up and you knew his dad growing up, he would have never imagined his son being trolled. Like it was just like, it would have been like, no, not my son. No, it's not gonna happen. It's like, it's not gonna happen. You can't say it and you can't prove it. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Oh, so good though, but it's real though. It's real. Like it's not fabricated. It's real. So that's why it's okay. So the SEC now has 2 more teams, and there's no more divisions. It's just the 2 best teams go to the SEC championship. So it's probably going to be Georgia and Alabama, anyways. But hold on a second. Where did Oklahoma and Texas go?
Texas went to the SEC.
Yeah.
So did Oklahoma.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
So there's no more
I don't know.
divisions.
I don't want to say it's going to be Georgia and Alabama. Alabama, I think, is going to have like a transition
so there's no
period.
more divisions though.
Well, I
They
understand,
just have a schedule.
but I understand. But the reason I'm disagreeing about the Alabama part is the fact that
Nick Saban's not there anymore.
Nick Saban's gone.
Yeah,
They have a lot of their top talent decided to transfer. I'm not going to say which team because everyone's trying to say that I'm biased. And then in addition to that, I think they're going to have like a little transition period. I think a different team is going to hop them. Maybe Texas. I think Texas might
be Texas and Oklahoma. I mean, shit, man, they might run the table.
Well, I'm going Georgia and Texas. Those are the 2 teams that I think.
Georgia's
And if you are biased to Ohio State, who blames you? You're an Ohio State fan. Who gives a fuck?
Well, I'm just saying because everyone likes to crap on me for that, but yeah, there was quite a few
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, because I can always look forward to freaking Michigan news. It's okay.
Well, essentially, what it is, the top safety in the country from Alabama transferred to Ohio State, and Alabama's the top quarterback recruit that they just had in the past, just this past class, who signed with Alabama, ended up transferring to Ohio State after Nick Saban left.
I don't want to hear nothing from people complaining because we lost our head coach to Alabama. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, I hear you. I just think, even though I think he's a good coach, I think there's going to be that transition, because you got to bring in your philosophy and your style of players and
We'll
everything.
see. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you're a
he
Dolphin
was
fan,
doing
right?
really well the first 2 seasons at Washington. Like they won they won a bowl game the first season. Well, the
Hey.
second season they won a bowl game too. It just led to the championship, which they lost. So they still won a bowl game. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, Dolphins lost their head coach to Alabama too, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
like,
There you go.
if you've never watched an episode of Tosh.0, you might not have known that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see. I don't know how well the Gators are gonna do. My hopes aren't up. It is what it is. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see Texas and Oklahoma in the SEC.
Yeah, and
It's like it has to be the season after Nick Saban leaves, and like we would fight. It's like
also from my understanding too, they're gonna so like for instance, Florida, there's gonna be a lot of teams that they're only gonna be able to play 3 reoccurring teams every year. So each team, so they got to rotate. It's not like they can't play the same teams every year.
it's not how it used to be where they played Tennessee like every season, Kentucky.
Yeah, like you have to play everybody in the SEC East.
In the East.
Yeah, so what they do is
so there are only 3 teams would be allowed to play multiple seasons in a row.
Yeah, for instance, like I'm sure I would say if I have to pick one, it's gonna be Florida, Tennessee, and LSU.
For who?
For Florida. Florida, to play Florida, it would be Georgia, Tennessee, and LSU will be our 3 teams. I think we should permanently play. Those are going to be the teams that we're permanently going to be playing year in and year out.
Why LSU?
Because we we play them every year regardless.
We do play them a lot. Out of the West, that's definitely who we play the most. I mean, we definitely got to play Tennessee and Georgia every year. You got to play them. Kentucky though. I'd rather see Kentucky than. I guess I'd rather see LSU than Kentucky. If I had to choose one, because you're not saying South Carolina, but that's not as big as a rivalry, really.
No,
it's not like Tennessee's the biggest one. It's almost up there with Florida State.
Yeah, Tennessee. I would say Tennessee, and maybe Ole Miss will be one.
Yeah, we play them. Yeah, but we play Arkansas a lot. We played them a lot.
The Razorbacks. Yeah.
It's kind of going to be very interesting because, to be honest, even though it's a 12-team college football playoff, I'm still going to go ahead and say it. I think it's they might as well call it the SEC Big Ten championship game. To be honest, look who they have in the top 10. It's flooded with Big Ten and SEC teams.
Now, but preseason ranks don't matter.
I get it, but I mean, look at the teams that moved over from Pac-12 over to Big Ten. You have Oregon over there now, so that's a big deal. And then in Washington, and then you turn around and you look at SEC. You got Texas, you got Georgia, you got the Alabamas in there. It's flooded with Big Ten and SEC teams. It's bound to happen that those are the 2 conferences that are going to go head to head.
That's okay. I mean,
That's just my opinion.
It is the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
That means your Ohio State gets a chance to get in there.
Yeah, it would be funny. It would be funny because Ohio State did win the first inaugural college football playoff, and this is the first 12-team playoff. Imagine if they won that. Well, no, but if you think about it, it's still funny either way. If that would happen,
you're not winning this season.
I don't know, man. Ohio State really played that transfer portal, stole everything from Alabama and Michigan and other teams, dude. It'll be very interesting.
No, maybe. I mean, Ryan Day doesn't have to worry about
the top.
I mean, did they lose their bowl game?
Yeah, we did. But you also have to understand, all of our players, like Marvin Harrison didn't play. Our quarterback didn't play because they all held out or whatever, or transferred or whatever. Because
yeah,
there was issues. But here's the thing, though.
I forgot about
Think
that.
about this, though. Think about this. Even the top running back in the SEC decided to transfer to Ohio State. He had offers from Georgia, Alabama, could have went to all these schools, went to Ohio State. The real reason I think it's going to be a different game is because of who their offensive coordinator is now at Ohio State. Chip Kelly's there. And I think he's going to bring a much more offense than Ryan Day does. I think Ryan Day is going to be able to do all of his stuff still and be top, but with Chip Kelly there, it's a different animal.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm ready for the Gators. I know.
You and I both, brother.
Too. I'm ready. What is the
by
next?
the way,
what is it? When next week? When is the games? When is
August 31st on this great network? I will be calling the Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida Gators.
Is that the
Don't
first
you guys
game?
already have an injury, by the way?
Yeah, the running back Montrell Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
The 31st is the first game of the season.
Yep, against the Miami Hurricanes in the swamp. I will be there with my gin and juice in hand.
Now that's a game.
And I will be right there with you, Shake.
Yeah,
I'll watch the game. What the hell?
So,
Yeah, that's going to be a game right there. 16 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna do all the Gator games like I did a lot of games, Gator games, but I'm just gonna.
That day is.
I'm gonna be doing. By the way, happy early birthday to Jess.
Or is that today?
But no. I'm gonna do.
Well, whatever it
big
is,
games for Florida this year.
And thank you for joining the show tonight. Oh, the 31st. Well, we'll wish you 30. We'll wish you a happy birthday. If I don't know if I'll be on the show that day, but Shake probably will.
Which is crazy. We have a on pretty much almost every team on our schedule is a big game.
For the Gator, I mean, yeah. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. I'm just excited because SEC is the best. Just excited because it's the best.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Not much I can do about that.
Yeah, me neither. I'll just up my drinking. That's all.
All right, what we got next?
Well, real quick, we got Miami, then Stafford, Texas A&M.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Say it again. Hold on. Go over it again.
We have the first game is UM number 9, who are ranked number 19 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford,
Texas A&M, who are ranked number 20. So we're playing two
ranked teams
right off the back before week 3.
And Texas State. I'm more worried about Texas A&M than I am Stanford.
I'm not concerned about Stanford. That's just that's a first I've ever seen the Gators played Stanford.
Stanford. Actually, Stanford, not Stanford. Stanford, my bad. It's Sam, not Stan.
Oh, Stanford.
Oh, that's like a runoff school.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Stanford.
That's a game where we get like
Stanford.
70 to.
No,
that's
not,
a game
no,
where we go
California.
70 to
Like
10.
SAM.
Okay. Not talking about the California. Okay.
All right. We have Mississippi State, UFC, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia.
UFC, you mean UCF?
Yeah, UCF. Yeah. UCF, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State. We're playing mostly
Texas, dude. That's gonna be a game. Where?
Yeah. We're playing 1, 2.
Where do we play Texas?
3 in Texas.
Oh man.
4, 5.
Dude, we should go to that game.
6. We have 7 ranked opponents.
Dude, I'll dress up as an alligator.
7 opponents that are ranked in the top 25.
I'd be like, y'all kind of used to having alligators here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do alligators actually make it this far? What the fuck?
Bro, like I just looked at my schedule and it's a joke. It really is a joke.
Jess, who's your favorite
what's
team
schedule?
in the Big Ten?
So check this out.
Yeah,
so we usually play a team like at least one decent team in the first 3 games. Not this year. This year we're playing Akron, Western Michigan University, Marshall,
Cake.
Easy.
We don't play a halfway decent team until we meet Iowa on October 5th. Then on October 12th, we play Oregon, which is a top that's a
Oh,
top
yeah.
5 game.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then after that, we don't play anybody that's ranked until we play Michigan.
Good.
So yeah, it's like the easiest. They're like
the
handing
Gators
it
have a
platter. It's not even
serious,
funny.
dude. The Gators have a serious schedule, man. But
Yeah.
that's what I like about more teams in the SEC. So that way, when teams lose, that is it doesn't hurt as bad because the conference is so stacked. Because it's just going to be impossible. Really, it's going to be impossible to come out undefeated. It's going to be hard to come out of SEC undefeated. It's going to be crazy hard, like crazy hard.
Mhm.
So it's just, but it is the way it is. It is it is the way it is. So it's gonna be crazy though.
I'm kind of surprised because I kind of was hoping I get to play USC or Washington. You know, some of the new schools. I thought that that would happen, but no. Like I don't know like how that works. Kind of. Usually we play a Pac-12 team, but I know the Big Ten and Ohio State specifically canceled their partnership with the Pac-12 because they weren't paying enough money for like they weren't investing enough money in the games for us to go over there and them to come here.
Oh yeah. I know that's what I was. The price of tickets for basketball and football all went up between last season to this season ever since Washington joined the Big Ten. And it's because they got to drive 2,000 miles to get there. So it's just like, hello, people.
Yeah.
Hello, it's not always that easy.
It basically, from my understanding, is when, like, for example, let's say you're the home team, there's a certain amount of money that they invest for that team to come, provide them facilities and all that kind of stuff. And they, I guess, weren't paying their portion is basically so they canceled their partnership with the Pac-12. So we don't play Pac-12 teams anymore. It's really weird. Usually we would have a Pac-12 like an Oregon or
you do go to Oregon.
Well, now Oregon's in the Big Ten now, so
no, but
it's not the same. But yeah, what
we
will be
get Oregon? We still do get Oregon, but not the same.
What is going to be very interesting because the Big Ten is a complete different animal compared to the Pac-12. It'll be interesting if USC in Washington and Oregon change their style of play because the Big Ten is more of a run-first league. We like to run, grind it out on defense, whereas the Pac-12 is more of a finesse league, to be honest.
I don't know.
I'm wondering if that will change their coaching style and style of play, to be honest, compared to what we've seen in the past.
I think that has more to do with the coach himself.
That's true. That's true.
Kelly went all over the place.
It's true. It's true.
He was using the same thing. He's trying to use what he did. First, he was at Oregon, and then he went over there and tried to do the same thing with Michael Vick.
Jess is a Hawkeyes fan, huh?
How did you hear about this show, Jess? Is she on y'all?
Well, she's a Dolphins fan. That's why.
Yeah, she's a Dolphins fan. She's usually on a lot of our spaces on Twitter.
Cool. Thank you for joining the show tonight.
Yeah.
Ali, who's the state rival on your schedule?
Who's the what? I'm sorry. Say that again.
The state rival.
The state rivalry.
I'm talking about.
You don't really have a state rivalry. It's Michigan.
Michigan is our rival. That's the only rival game that we have.
I mean, I guess you could say Akron, but that's not really.
That's not
a rival.
Isn't there a university that's called just Ohio?
That's like horrible.
Cincinnati isn't even.
Yeah.
Isn't there a university that just says Ohio?
Yeah, Ohio.
They're in the MAC. Well, I think they're in the MAC.
Yeah, or Miami, Ohio. No, it's Michigan.
Michigan is the real rival.
It's weird.
It's Michigan.
Yeah.
It's Michigan. Yeah, it's Michigan
I will argue that Michigan is the only rival.
Yeah.
That's the only team that they actually
Michigan has Michigan State, but
Bro, that's the only team. Well, I don't know how it is with like SEC teams and like Alabama, but I'm just speaking from my own experience. In Ohio, when it comes to football, which football is like the biggest thing there, right? Um, Ohio State is like with their rivalry with Michigan. It's the only time I ever heard of it where the governor or whoever made some law that you can't say the name of the other team. Like if you said the word Michigan, you could get a ticket, bro. They actually put it into law. Like it's so funny. But it's only for certain. It's only during the rivalry week that they do that. But it's just nuts, bro. It's the rivalry with Michigan and Ohio State. There, it's a real deal. It's really big. No, we don't consider PSU a rival at all. Not at all. No, if you ask Ohio State players or coaches or legendary players, I want to say, they will all tell you the same thing. The only rival is Michigan. That's it.
Penn State, they ain't been the same since Jerry Sandusky. I don't know. They ain't really. Ever since they got the death penalty, let's say that.
Who, Penn State?
Yeah.
And they're not bad.
Oh, they didn't get the death penalty.
Death penalty. You know who's lining up to get the death penalty?
Michigan?
Yeah. Bro, I keep telling you, more and more stuff is coming down the pipe, but there's some stuff coming. Yeah. You guys are going to be like, where the hell did that come from? I'm like, I told you, it's coming.
10 years from now, I'll be like 20 years ago.
Well, that's how it is. They're like so behind with these investigations. It's not even funny. But the shit that the reason I say Michigan's going to get it is it's not necessarily all the stuff that Harbaugh did. There's just so much other shit that has to do with their athletics department that they've done. It makes some of it even makes the shit that happened at Penn State look like child's play, bro.
No,
it's that bad. It is that bad. Seriously.
Because Ollie, ain't there like 4 more coaches that's involved in that also? Like, or
well, the Harbaugh.
Can I ask, what are you using to talk on?
What are you talking? What?
It's hard to understand you. What are you using to talk on?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm wearing headphones.
Oh, okay.
You're popping in and out a little bit, Mr. Pog. That's why he probably can't hear you. But no, like it's serious. Like there's accusation that there is a cover up by the athletics department about some. I guess there was a rape of some kind. That the athletics department covered up for the hockey team. There's all the shit that their basketball.
That's probably happens a lot, though.
I guess there's going to be some accusation that their former head coach of their basketball team, I can't think of the player's name, but I guess he smacked some players around. There's a whole bunch of more accusations. There's stuff that the football team hasn't even been slapped with that is coming. There's like a bunch of shit, dude. There's like a ton of shit.
Wilding out, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy.
Wilding out. They had Harbaugh in there. Wilding out.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us.
I'll show you why I wear these khakis.
Yeah.
Maybe they're wilding out. They're in that panhandle area where there ain't nothing really much to do up there, so they just be wilding out. Like, how are you going to live in an island in a landlocked area? How are you doing that? Like an island in a landlocked area.
I don't know.
It's like a little Antarctica. It's like a little frozen.
You're talking about the Upper Peninsula?
It's like a little frozen Vancouver Island. Yeah, North Michigan.
They call it UPA or Upper Peninsula.
What goes on up there?
A lot of snowmobiling.
Why do people live there?
Joe Rist, I haven't actually stated what I've heard that Michigan's being accused of, but it's along that same line of
You can't even
stuff that
compare it to what Jerry Sandusky did. Maybe one person, but he was
No,
doing
we're
it for
talking about
years
like
and
a
years.
much bigger, like same
It's,
kind of
it's
event,
big.
but much bigger.
It's
More
big.
more people involved.
I gotta go back and finish reading up on that because it's big. It's bigger than what you may think.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's some nasty shit. Well, that's what is good about Age of Information is that these people can't hide that much anymore. It's harder to get away with that stuff nowadays. It just is. So, you know, it's these creeps are gonna be pulled out and they should be like whipped in public. Like we need public whippings and things, you know, demonstrated. You know, now they're giving death penalties to child molesters and child rapists. Imagine when someone gets a death penalty for that. That's gonna be crazy, man. That's gonna be insane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I mean, good. I hope it happens all over the place. They make it a law, but it's just freaking crazy to like think about that actually happening. You know what I mean? Like, good. It's just wild. So we were already kind of talking about the playoff with SEC and then the 12 teams, and the first 2 teams get buys, right? I think so. Yeah. So then that'll be 10 teams playing, and you get 5. No, the first 4 teams, not the first 2.
So that would be the conference championships, right? Like whoever won the championship for each conference.
Yeah, because then you have 4 teams left after the 8 play, and then they play the 4 teams. Because you'll have 5 left if you do just the first 2 teams. So that won't work. It has to be the first 4 teams. So it'll be week 1 would be the bottom 8. Week 2 will be all of them. So then it'll be week 3 will be 4 teams left. Week 4 will be 2 teams left. So 5 weeks of playoffs, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of playoff games for college.
Yeah, it's that's a lot of games for college players in general. It'll be a lot different. But I see it happening. And speaking of more games, I really see the NFL increasing the amount of games they play as well. There's talks.
Yeah, but they're also introducing like more like there's gonna have one less preseason game.
Yeah.
And then you have like an extra game, an extra weekend off.
The preseason game really doesn't even count as a game because if you think about it, the starters aren't playing, right? It's usually the second, third, fourth stringers and so on. So even if you take one of the preseason games away and you add another regular season game, it's still more regular games for football players or NFL players to play, regardless.
Yeah.
More chances of getting injured, you know?
I don't know. I think that's where XFL and the secondary league is going to help. It's going to keep players in the system so that this longer season they'll have players that are ready to go. I think it's going to start helping a lot. So hopefully that league will expand a little bit and get another team out here. But because we had a player, Ben DiNucci, he played on the Seattle team and then he went and played on Denver. So
didn't he just get signed by somebody?
I don't know.
I think someone just signed him. Hold on.
He's not playing the XFL. Well, he's not playing on Seattle XFL anymore, so I don't know what happened to him. But he was a good quarterback. So I mean, it's just with the new farm. I mean, the XFL now is or UFL is basically a new farm system for the NFL, or aside, you know. So with this new league, I think these longer games are going to be as big of a deal.
Oh, you know who he signed with?
Who?
The Buffalo Bills.
Who y'all talking about?
Ben DiNucci, the quarterback.
He used to play for XFL team, the Seattle Dragons, the Sea Dragons, and then he went and played for Denver.
Yeah, I want to
You
say
know,
prior
He
to that,
made it
was
to the playoffs with the XFL team. The first playoff that they had.
Mhm.
So
and when I heard Ben DiNucci, I was thinking about the other guy from the something DeVito, not Danny DeVito, but remember they
Al
have a back,
Pacino?
huh?
You're not talking about Danny DeVito. You're talking about
Something. His last name is DeVito.
I don't know.
Yeah, you talking about Danny?
No, Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
hmm.
He plays for the dude. What was funny is last year, he got famous because his agent was dressed like the stereotypical Italian with the pinstripe suit, and it's like, goddamn.
Did Vikings bring in a new quarterback for JJ McCarthy? By the way,
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
no.
He
I
was
thought they
already
brought
with them.
someone else though.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
They might get Skylar Thompson.
They're gonna get Uncle Rico.
Okay, don't careful now. Pete might be listening to you, Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Rico. So, all right, what we got next? Oh, that's it. Oh, all right. So one more segment.
That's it.
Well, one more
about it?
segment.
All right.
Speaking of WNBA, no, not. So speaking of WNBA, water, not beer or alcohol.
Yes.
This brand is pretty good brand. I don't know if I haven't seen these in Florida. I see these all over the place out here. It's bottled it's canned in Idaho. But it has it's mineral water. It's not sparkling. It's kind of like that Liquid Death water, but it's still and Liquid Death makes still water too.
I know that at the Dolphins games, they all their bottled water, all their bottles are from aluminum.
Yeah.
I want to say it's the same brand. It looks like the same can.
It is?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think it's the same brand.
Dude, this brand is good.
It's like $5.
So I started giving at games, yeah, but I started giving these out at my shows, and people are like, "Oh man, I love that water!" Like they'll come up to me later, and be like, "Yo, I love that water, dude." And then I tell them why I give them this water is because it's plastic free. Well, there's a little bit of lining and stuff in all aluminum, but for the most part, it's like 99% plastic free.
Oh, good, okay.
He hates everything I show on here.
Michael K drinks toilet water because it's sanitary for himself.
Well, that's the official sports drink of Buffalo.
But that's funny but it's really good water. It's really, really good water. It has a lot of electrolytes and such, but yeah, I give it out at all my shows. I go to this place called it's called Grocery Outlet, and they have these for $2 for $1. $2 for $1. And so I go buy a whole bunch of them. They have ones at grocery stores too, but I go buy them, and I like to buy the individual ones for people. It's that's interesting that it's good. It's good water. It's good water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't have any kids, so I don't care about the environment. I'll still drink out of plastic.
Damn.
It's all good. I'll do it for you. You know, it's crazy because like I seen like people like taking pictures of the artists and stuff, and like I'll see them with my water. But yeah, that was my sustainability segment for tonight. But that's cool that the Dolphins are invested in this water. It's good. It's bottled in the United States, so it's grown. It's made here. It's bottled here. It's aluminum, so it cuts down on. And then you can throw it. And you know what's good about these? You don't have to worry about rinsing them out, right? Because it's water. Because you're supposed to rinse out soda bottles and cans. You're supposed to rinse them out if it's not water. So that's one thing. You don't have to rinse these out, right?
No.
Right? Because it's already getting rinsed out because it's already water.
Well, I recycle those with whiskey and cognac.
I bought this water. I bought these waters. I just saw them. They were still water, so I bought a whole bunch of them. They're in like these big giant glass bottles. And I went to a studio session with a rapper that I'm working with here. And his engineer that he was the studio engineer, he mentioned to me before, he's like, dude, I love those waters that you bring. And so I brought him this other kind of water. It's like, dude, you think this water is good? I said, you just try this other water. He's like, oh, thank you, man. And I showed him with a big thing of water for him. It was a dope studio session. It was dope. I'm actually, I just talked to Jay about it. It's another strange music artist. And I'm gonna go in this weekend and executive produce the song. So it'll be I'll have 3 songs, or almost 4 songs, 3 or 4 songs as the executive producer with artists from Strange Music, the record label. So this song that I'm just talking about now is another one. And then I got our artist that I'm managing. He's about to put out a whole album and a couple singles, and that's all under me too, as executive producer.
That's what's up.
I'm trying to get a gold plaque, dude. If all those streams add up to 500,000, I get a gold plaque.
That's awesome.
If I get a gold plaque, I'm gonna get a gold plaque necklace, like a little whatever you call that. I forgot what you call that, a mock for whatever. That's what DJ Paul has. He won an Oscar, so he has a little Oscar pendant. But yeah, it's dope. He's a good artist. His name is Jay Fitty, and then I manage an artist named Kyron. And I'm pushing the show right now. I'm trying to sign a DJ. This DJ, he's really good. He's an engineer. He's a dope ass engineer. And the type of engineering he does with music, if you look, there's this app called Tidal, is what a lot of artists put their music out on, and it rates how good quality your music is, and it says high or max. My engineer, his is max. So every song he puts out, it says max on Tidal, which is the highest you can have. So it's like you have to be really good at music engineering to have that. I know artists here who are big artists, and it says high on theirs. Jay just showed me that the other day. It was dope. So it's a lot of fun. I've really worked hard to be where I am out here with this. So I'm just doing everything I can, but I'm glad I still have this show. I'm glad y'all are here tonight. I never met you before, Crazy Dolphin. I don't know. Maybe are you in the comments though? Was he in the comments sometimes?
Yeah. He's actually
Yeah. I know who you are. Yeah.
He's the latest member of the Finn's Tailgate crew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
He's in the group text.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad. I just forgot. But welcome.
Well, it's great to meet you, Tonk.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about you, and I've been seeing you up here in the panel. So it's a pleasure to be up here with you, along with my 2 brothers, Shake and Ali.
Where is that your business, Aqua Diving Center?
No. That's my avatar for right now.
Oh, okay. Is that a place though in Florida, Aqua Diving Center?
I have no idea. I just they have Crazy Dolphins, so that's why I use it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we went about 20 minutes over, but I wanted to tonight, but I'm not going to the show that I wanted to go to. I'm not going. I bought a ticket, but I'm not going to go. I'm too tired. I'm worn out. I already did some promo today anyways,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, man. I got a 5-hour flight tomorrow to Denver. I'll be heading to Denver, then Vegas.
oh yeah, because you're getting married, right?
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. He's
Awesome,
getting married.
man. Congrats.
He's married by
Thanks,
Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis. Yeah. I'll be sending pictures in the group text.
Make sure
That's
you
dope, man.
make
I'm
sure
happy for you,
after you get married by the Elvis and everything. Make sure you tell him thank you very much.
Damn,
slide like a 20. Slide like a 20 in his pocket.
I never realized how, because my fiance took care of the flying arrangements, and we're flying with Spirit, whatever, and she knows. I think, and unfortunately, if the bag is over 40 pounds, you have to pay extra $70. So she
Yeah.
weighed she seen what I was packing, and she actually weighed the scale. She's like, oh no,
Yeah.
we're taking this out. We're taking this out. Okay, now it's 40 pounds.
No, don't play Spirit. Spirit, don't play, and prepay for your bags.
Yeah, if you prepay, it's much cheaper than if you're actually there and have to pay.
Yeah, it's like double the price with Spirit.
Yeah,
you gotta be careful. With Spirit,
we got
How long are you in Denver for?
You got first class tickets though to Denver.
How long is your first class tickets?
Yeah.
How long is your layover in Denver?
About a few hours. But her sister lives in Denver, so.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, well, some cities you can get away with leaving the airport and going to do something quick. I don't know how Denver is, but like I've done that in Phoenix. But for 3 hours, that's a good chunk of time. I mean, you might be able to leave and go see something and then come back, but I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to try to do stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
You just need to have enough time to get back in. And with airports right now, with all that craziness, I don't know how they still are. Hopefully you don't have to deal with any delays or anything.
That's pretty much Delta that's dealing with that still, right?
I don't know. I mean, I dealt with it, but I dealt with it because of that on the way to Florida. And then on my way back, I dealt with it because of the storm that was coming in. So, but thank you for everyone joining us here tonight. I'm gonna head out. I don't know if y'all gonna stay on. I think last week y'all stayed on.
I gotta go to. I gotta.
But hope to see y'all on here again. Thank you everyone for joining.
All right.
Peace.
Hands up.
Before we do go, I just want to say before I do go, we go to.
He dies.
What did?
He dies. He dies.